I like both. I like both. I think I'd probably settle down with the fundamentally sound.
Yes. And have some fun with Crazy One.
With Crazy, yeah, for sure. But there is definitely some unorthodox
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Counter-Strike.
So we want Mongols to win because they're the safe bet to beat Pain potentially tomorrow.
Lynn Vision have looked very interesting. Like they'll be making decisions that make no sense and work, and they'll be making things that do make sense and don't work. So it's a bit backwards sometimes. Lynn Vision taking on the Mongols, and we start on Ancient. Let's get this party started. Looking to be leaned towards the A side. 3 CTs, however, started very close quarters. They'll be in mid.
And investigating, so probably a jump up, Tetris, and checking out the ledge and lane position. But as they push through elbow, they'll get a fight.
Oh gosh, yeah, this is a lot for G to handle here. They're ready, the trap is sprung. And just by pushing for all that information, they've lost 2. Smelling spotting out mid. Good start already for the Mongols on this pistol. Punishing the overextension.
They creep in Donut. That's probably a good call. Molly out towards Big Box. Westmelon will win the exchange. They can brave and play in front of that. Now locked off towards CT. The bomb should be going down once that incendiary to crowd control main some sides, but Blitz has the flank through Donut, even has a crossfire. This is looking very good for Mongol's pistol.
Yeah, I like the kind of reserved approach. Letting the CTs outplay themselves.
Hello.
Oh, and with Zaka's back turned as well, he is a dead man. Nice response from Starry. Starry has impressed with some of his shots. I'd say the same for Zaka as well.
Yeah,
I think
clutches for Zaka have been, he's won a couple of 1-on-2s. Well, they're going to try and hold on to their Kevlar here, Westmelon and Starry. Understandably so. We should see a Lynn Vision force by coming to the next if they're able to do so. Blitz has been in great form as well, highest rated player for the Mongols throughout the opening stage thus far. Oof, that's nice, okay. Well, Starry going to have no issues buying into a Famus going into the next round, so that's going to be tidy if they are, considering the force by Lynn Vision. Now this was how it opened and essentially ended. Techno, I think him and Senzu are in the top 5 in terms of highest headshot percentage.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so we know that they're sharpshooters out of Mongolia. Young guns, we've spoken about the age of some of these individuals, Senzu and Zinho respectively. And actually not seeing the force buy. So the fact that they held on to the Kevlar does not result in Lynn Vision shoving all in. There will be a Deagle upgrade, as well as Emilia into, I think, what is a P250.
Yeah, I like the A main call. You've even got a flash to
do anything.
Facilitate you pushing out. And the Armor getting himself a Deagle with some of the additional shots and kill rewards he got. It's not going to do anything, as Chad has highlighted. They're already basically outside A with the whole squad and the bomb.
How many does Blitz get this time around? Same position, different weapon.
Well, we could have a bit of a field day here.
They're noisy.
His teammate gets the info. Techno screaming. Blitz, they're all behind you. Like a
got lost in the smoke.
Yeah, he's lost his rifle. I mean, that is
Save that.
Suboptimal. And leaving with an AK is a victory in itself.
I think that was a time period.
Yeah, the Victorian era. And yeah, you're not going to be too happy with that one. If you're Blitz, you feel a little bit silly.
Yeah, and that's the thing, right? Once you're thrust out mid and you're around the red smoke, do you want to phase through it, knowing that there could be CTs on the other side? Didn't know exactly how many had thrust through that A push. So it does give over quite a hefty prize. Now it's more damage looking to be done. Lynn Vision congregated with 4, searching through T-spawn outside the B doors. So if Mongols want to exit, they've got to do it the hard way.
Oh, this bomb radius is huge.
Yeah, this is great damage.
Yeah, Westmelon
Run,
takes
boys,
down
run.
9-10. You have to get out of there.
Techno, you're
Techno's
dead.
gone too. This is actually ridiculous. Down another. Senzu loses his rifle. And with 4 casualties in what was essentially an anti-eco, there was nothing but a Deagle and a flashbang.
Yeah, you don't love to see that. So as far as an eco goes, Lynn Vision are going to be very happy with what they were able to pick up. 2 AK-47s, they were going to upgrade into rifles anyway. Good work from the Chinese.
Yeah, no, that's really going to set them up for success. Coming into this 3rd round, incredibly potent AKs, AWP on G.
910 didn't have a gun for a while there. He was hanging around in spawn, so he eventually gets himself into a Galil. But if you can win... What?
Yeah, that was a little scary. Starry stabilizes, catches Blitz on a solo mid-adventure.
And they've been locked out of B doors as well. Techno's isolated.
I don't think they saw him there. They did clear some of the smoke. Techno on a glance, they might overlook this forward position. clearing through. Zaka down, ready for Westmelon, and just like that, the Mongols have found themselves a man advantage. Starry trying to tip the scales back in his favor. The smoke obscures. They can slip into cave if they're brave, but don't know what's on the other side of
Calling
that.
a save.
And this time they're calling the save. Techno's in hot
heard
pursuit.
this.
Yeah, oh dear. This is revenge from the previous. Gets one on that MAC-10.
Bit of speed wobbles from a few individuals so far on the Mongols. Even though they're 3-0 up, the aim hasn't looked as crispy as you'd like. AWP for G to be saved. He's been the weakest member so far of Lynn Vision. Holding on to 4750 cannon is going to be important.
Has it been Mazinho struggling as well for the Mongols? I didn't take.
I think it was Techno.
It's Techno.
I think it's Techno who was actually tied in terms of rating. Something I don't really reference as much these days. It definitely has a place, but not in the type of conversations we're having during a live game. It's, yeah, Techno hasn't been having the best of times. You've been practicing your Mandarin?
I haven't, but nonetheless, I do love hearing, you know, just as a constant reminder that these guys are, you know, from a completely disconnected Counter-Strike region. Yeah. It's so cool. I do think Counter-Strike would only benefit from seeing Lynn Vision and the Mongols, and maybe that extra slot you were talking about, you know, maybe more competition.
I didn't also put the icing on top of that cake either, Alex.
Go on.
The second major of the year, Perfect World and PGL in Shanghai.
Touché, monsieur. Okay. To have an extra spot for a major in Shanghai would be massive.
Wouldn't it?
Oh my lord. Quick pop flash, and it's actually going to be Senzu who's braving a fight on Jag. Taking down Zaka. Westmelon just has to stand and take that nade for fear of the spray.
And not backing off, so committed. It was the attempted support. But right now the Mongols can take their time. Still have a little bit of utility for the finish. 3 smokes, handful of flashes, some Molotovs as well. Going through cave on, I don't want to call it an anti-eco because you know there were saved rifles, but you know that there won't be rifles across the board. Can always be quite risky. So does Senzu call it off? Is that the magic line drawn in the sand? They've applied pressure towards Donut. Now looks like they might want to... Oh, great molly. It's going to burn, going to sizzle. Westmelon, I know you're up close and personal. It's about clearing their corners. There should be Senzus.
Good awareness there from Senzu on the spray and clear, but they are walking into the stack. This is where every single CT was. Now the flank from Red comes through. Blitz, however, has not finished his shot onto Emilia.
Yeah, 910's just going to rotate now through Donut. To catch this needs to be Mazinho. He needs to win this fight against Starry.
Shadow advantage.
Beautiful.
That's very well played.
You see how they overlap all of that? Right, the runway opens up because they took the duel against the Silenced M4 and Starry had shot the AK and, well, the AWP now removed as well. So just playing simple Counter-Strike, communicating what type of rifles you're hearing and then making an informed decision on where to rotate. Good stuff to keep it clean. 4-0 start now. Yeah,
and not overcooking it there, like in terms of the fights on cave. After Senzu finds this one, even this, the AWP shows up. And Techno managing to get away with that on 2 HP. So really just some strong individual shots and good awareness there as Mazinho takes it all away.
That shadow, huh?
I know, it's absurd how deep it is.
Well, there will be a buy for Lynn Vision regardless. That was saved rifles and some light upgrades over towards middle. 910 will post up with the AWP. Molly deep. So the double mid mollies for the defense right now will be helped and supported by the smoke elbow. 4 players congregated the Mongols, with just the babysitter of the B lane being Techno playing outside the doors. In modern meta, with all of the nades that the CTs can throw, it is a risky play to take that control early. Mollies, HEs, smokes and flashes, everything in your face as well, Lynn Vision looks somewhat ready for an A maneuver. G posted up in Temple. You have the float player of Emilia right now having to address red, and on the jiggle is Starry. 2 players holding B of Zaka and Westmelon, but mid. That's where the Mongols want to head late. So not staying stoic. Lynn Vision have actually played for early control and now dropped back when they didn't get the fight they were looking for. It's actually key that they haven't stayed forward there. Look at all the smoke still remaining.
And there goes one of them. Knocks you off Donut with 55 on the clock. Emilia responsible for the red
It's a good setup for what's coming.
Sending the bomb through a 3-man unit. I want to ask questions of the red room. Setup is
really
perfect.
Good setup.
Yeah, they are aware of what's coming. This kind of fight they needed. Starry only the one. G hits the AWP shot as well onto Mazinho, but it's 9-10 Zorb that's opened up the gates towards A. They know where G was. Last seen Temple. Westmelon Molotoved off, unable to contribute as this 3v3 gets high intensity. Bomb fake, 18 seconds. They're going to have to worry about it. If G still lives, they're going to have to find a safe haven to plant. 9-10 punching in the code. Gets it done, extends the time.
9-10 still has a molly, can slow things down for now.
Yeah, certainly for G, trying to hold that line as well. Just making sure they can't get back to main. Techno worried about
I like
flank.
this.
And it's going to lead to a nice frag onto Westmelon. Advantage Mongols, just when it looked like the setup was perfect for Lynn Vision to find their first on the defense now with smoke and a kit. Maybe Zaka can get something done. But it would be a fumble at this point from the Mongols.
They're so worried about this flank red.
And by this point, you've really not got the
Saving
time.
again.
You have to get away. This is brutal.
They're going to hear all the steps as well. Mongols know they've won this round. And considering how good the setup was from Lynn Vision, they had a premonition on exactly what was going to come out from Blitz and Co. 2 players in CT spawn, some decent trading, but 9-10 making the difference. And then not overcooking it, right? Taking his time, not just running in towards the site, making sure they can play together. Good teamwork from the Mongols to secure their 5th. And this is the T side of Ancient, where they've already been able to accrue 5 consecutive rounds. From this point onwards, we're feeling real good. Lynn Vision are going to have to stomach a bit of a partial again, potential. Well, no, they can buy. And they have taken the tactical, right? So we can actually do the maths together right now. G can drop a Silence M4 with 3,800 and still get some util. There's also another drop available from the likes of Westmelon. And Starry has enough to buy with 4,200. I suppose this is more of a tactical discussion as opposed to a purchasing one, because they should be able to work this out quite simply. But it's how do you want to attempt to take the fight? Now, that last round, we saw the double mollies mid. Then they smoked and played aggressive and saw nothing, and then immediately dropped back into more of a passive stance to block with smokes throughout the round. So they're not expending all of their utility early. When teams go for the full mid press, they haven't bought. They could have very easily.
Yeah, and considering that you had the AWP already as a guarantee.
And it's considering the score.
Yeah, they're almost like not conceding 6, but certainly not fighting as hard as they could for the avoidance of 6 in a row. Smoke deep. And a pistol heard. Okay, starting to build that mental picture of what they're up against.
Dangerous search.
Can do the boost. Oh, actually spotted out. Repelled and fragged. Nice team play here to open up proceedings. As the Mongols are now on the back foot significantly with a loss of 9-10 and Mazinho catching some, a couple of bullets from Zaka. So now Senzu starts to investigate up the ramp, well aware that it becomes his responsibility in his forward position. They've just re-smoked ramp now. You can see that coming out from Emilia.
That's going to change plans. If they just wanted to simply execute B, they have some big problems because Lynn Vision are full rotating. They've given up the A site completely. Techno's so risky against an MP9. He doesn't know what's on the other side.
And a second is too much to ask. Westmelon will get it.
Lost track of the aim, didn't he? It was very wild with the spray.
This gets uncomfortable now. 38 seconds. That full rotation you were discussing, I think it's starting to become abundantly clear. Oh, hang on. Yeah, Senzu should be a dead man. Emilia converts with a 5-7. Westmelon forced off by the molly. Audible. And no, God, he's done a lot with that MP9. This half investment is one frag away from getting Lynn Vision on the board.
Oh, it's done, isn't it? 15 seconds. Mazinho can't even get close to give this one a crack with the bomb down in cave. So the fact that they pulled this off, knowing the AWP was in play and still searching towards A, so Mongols may be expecting G to start elsewhere with the big green. I think Mazinho looking to save exactly that, so should be able to find 9-10 in main. But that one is going to start filling you with a little bit of confidence if you're on the Lynn Vision side. Hey, look, we've just done it with a whole lot less than a full buy. Now we're going to get out with an extra injection of cash, the ability to have everything we want and more. Let's get it rolling on the gun round. 7 is still available. That should be the conversation. Lynn Vision now. Win one more of those, and taking a look at the finances for Mongols, you can break them, and you can start to levy a few more rounds. This looks like an A rush. CT smoke deployed from Blitz.
Yeah, 2 to receive them. It's G and Emilia.
What is this?
Multiple elevations. G will hit the shot. They are backs turned, getting a bit blocked, but the flames at least buy
You
some
have to
time.
cancel,
Emilia's
surely.
just spamming his spray, hiding in the smoke in plain sight. This could be huge from Emilia. 12 bullets, pushes the smoke. He's in the perfect position to punish if it wasn't for Starry already rotating through. Mongols, they try to change the pace and they're sent back to spawn instantaneously.
Feels like Blitz is calling the bluff of the hold that he just saw in the previous round, knowing that two players were relatively forward for A main control. They weren't pushing in and fighting, but they're at least searching or with the AWP for those early lines. And you're thinking, okay, well, now they're probably going to mix it up. We might see them go heavier mid or heavier B, expecting us to change up the tune. That's not the case. Mongols go all in with the A rush. Lynn Vision are more than ready. The response time is great. The block utility there as well. And Mongols even try and extinguish and push the issue, which also tells me they're not expecting so many bodies here, right? Like, you're not going for the extinguish and the push if you're aware that this, because you lose the first, you can still cancel. There's still a whole round ahead of you. They've really pushed the issue and lost that round and the finances. So Lynn Vision, 2 and likely 3.
Yeah, but as you said, with, you know, what is that when Emilia's jumping on G's head? There is a world where that goes horribly wrong.
Were they boosting or were they just trying to stay in a stack? Either way, it's brought that flavor that we were hoping for.
Yep. Certainly an unorthodox approach. There we go, 2 now in a row for Lynn Vision. And that call from Blitz, yeah, I don't expect to see anything quite as extreme in the all-in variety.
You're normally making it like an all-in A rush call when you're expecting teams to play heavy mid, because you usually wouldn't have early eyes on A, or if you do, it's a position where they're rotating back in. Right? They're supporting from red, or they're pushing out mid and then rotating back in from donut. So they've just run into a brick wall. So with one saved AWP, loss bonus going into the next to 2,400. This round is all about what 9-10 can do. Is he able to find them openings? Now, with how restrictive utility can be on the CT side of Ancient, I expect 9-10 to have a difficult task as they...
And the audacity.
Yeah, once more head over towards A. At least he can find a potential AWP head-to-head against G, who's currently in Temple.
Yeah, this is actually going to be very interesting to see how the AWPers fare. G, solo responsible for A, but they are going to be clearing lane. There's a timer on this.
They can walk close wall on G.
They've already swept B, so their rotation's going to be coming. Here comes the util, flashes him off the line. Oh, but he spots him. 9-10 now knows what's up. Rotation's already here. We've taken a little too long about this, guys. Your smokes, you were getting them lined up, and now then there's an incendiary at your front door, and you just have to cancel.
Was that misthrown, or did they hear the boost? Either way, it's worked out nicely.
And now Starry, he is in a prime position to collect anyone that braves middle, thinks twice about conceding his rifle and all the way back around the world.
I guess fortunate that nobody's aggressive mid or B lane to hear that and get the early audible, but they're already quite aware. They've just blocked over towards the top of B ramp. But staying as a pack are the Mongols. 40 seconds. Can they break in? You take a plant.
Let's see if Zaka and Westmelon can do the necessary dirty work. It is that 9-10 AWP that's perfect for the clear, and now whether they overrun him. Good work from Techno on the pistol. That bomb plant is going down. Enzu with the AWP recovered, but needs to hit the quick scope. Emilia will take it from him. A triple kill from Emilia. Make it a quad as he locks it down and gets that defuse going. Third round, Mongols, they have lost their advantage significantly.
Important to get the bomb down in that round to help facilitate a 9-10 purchase. So that extra flow of cash will help him into a rifle. And decent output considering the circumstances of the round. The bomb going down, I would say, is a success. 9-10 will probably operate with a Galil. Indeed, and a slightly lighter on in the util department for him. However, still have something that is quite threatening. Now, they need to get around on the board soon because Lynn Vision are starting to accrue a little bit of cash of their own. Residual buys available for almost all 5. This time, it won't be such a stubborn call towards A. Double mid mollies again. G. Up and over. It's an early peek from ledge down lane. And outside the doors are the Mongols. Do they flash over and fight? What's the play?
Flash, yes, but vision there, and confirmation of the orb's presence. But Westmelon, this is a very forward position. All the way down the ramp, they're trying to bait him in.
Fake. Oh. Smoke landed on him. He lost vision.
Thought it was going to be behind him.
Yes, there's a nice little bait in.
Yeah. Instead, you just have to reset the setup. G's actually coming over as he seems like the concern is B. Got 2 smokes landing in mid. They've actually smoked off Red and Donut simultaneously to avoid information retrieval for Starry. Doesn't have the info in mid anymore.
All-time block on Cave. I like the way they've rejigged this setup. Has to consider his timings on this though, Westmelon. Only with a flash. This will fade and then he will be left to his own devices. He could be the disruptor.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure on him here. Tilt rains on in. Here comes the clear from Techno. He seems well aware. Perfect. Isolates the duel. Molly ensures he can keep his crosshair on the possibility. Now they're into the B site, and Lynn Vision's defense has got nothing. Absolutely nothing to celebrate.
You would have loved it if Emilia, the one with the bag of util, was a responder towards that. Could have mollied off towards the site, slowed down the plant, considering the time already starting to tick down. May have been enough and bought a bit of time for the smokes to start to fade, but Lynn Vision are playing the long game. They will concede the 6th. Happy to give this one over, wanting to hold on to the AWP AKs and the A1S in the hands of Zaka. As I mentioned previously, they do have a decent amount of finances, but worried about this first half and down the stretch of map number 1. We have Anubis up next, and Nuka's the 3rd in deciding in this elimination series if we need it. Emilia, how many are you getting? They're coming your way. The lineup for the double. Blitz and Techno down. Decent damage on the way out the door. Guns will have to be dropped.
Yoink. Den does manage to upgrade his rifle. And so we find ourselves towards the tail end of this first half. First map of this best of 3. One of these two teams is going to be just one best of 3 away from getting to the elimination stage.
Yeah, and I think Mongolz obviously coming in with a decent aura of hype around them.
Yeah.
Haven't lived up to that at all.
Nope.
Their first 2 best of 1s left a lot to the imagination, and even their win against Amcal yesterday somewhat laboured, going the distance of a 3-mapper, losing Mirage. I'm sure they're probably quite disappointed because it felt like they had the respect of their peers. I think Jail made a tweet about them having a decent run. It just hasn't been the case so far. As Senzu boosted, smoke will obscure the vision for now. Would be another great round, Alex, just to go for a B execute. If you take a look at the radar, you have Starry and Float. He's actually responded in time if the execute was to follow through, and now they're starting to block with the util of their own. So, crisis averted for now, but Mongolz more than happy to bait out the util, and Zaka very low. Like searching up B ramp as a T with an AK. As soon as the smokes are gone, always feels like quite a nice fight until you pass like the precipice of bricks, and then you have to start worrying about a bit more 180 degrees of angles. And well, don't worry about that. Techno's just one a head-to-head.
He seems very comfortable on these fights on Cave. Westmelon already battered and bruised. Half HP on the side, spammed away again. Look at this, Techno just threw the smokes. He's been hitting everyone. Oh, it's so uncomfortable for Westmelon. There's flames, bullets, support from Starry onto Blitz. Nice from Westmelon to get away with 1. It's still competitive. Emilia's quick to this one. Techno
15 seconds.
brought low. Plant from 9-10. Covered by Techno. Just heading on a swivel. Finds Emilia. And a 7th for the Mongols manifest.
Oh, and straight into picking up that AWP. Smile on the face of Senzu and Techno as well. So something they enjoyed in that one. But this is how I think it was expected to go, especially on Ancient, the home turf of Mongols. A map they haven't had the opportunity to play thus far. But yeah, okay, 9-10 really enjoyed that one. Good to see some smiles on the faces. They're normally very serious.
Yeah.
In victory and defeat.
I'm still trying to work out exactly what may have given them the giggles, but it's sweet all the same. 7-3. Still recover this half if you're Lynn Vision. But it has to start now. G on the AWP punishes the Senzu walk-up. He just wanted to test the waters. And instead, he's got a face full of lead from the G Orb. He's going to probably want to stay dynamic with that AWP now. 9-10 boosted up. Emilia and Starry erecting a two-tiered A defense. The bomb was towards A main, Jad. What does that indicate? A full reset now as they're going to park one main and bomb's moving back towards B.
Well, the fact that Mazinho's called it clear is good, right? Because if the CTs have forward A main control, it means you can start hedging elsewhere and stacking elsewhere on the map. And with a number advantage already, that would be great info. So the fact they've cleared that out, at least that's something that Blitz can work with. When Launders was talking about him, obviously chess master, I think is what he is. I called him a wizard. I think my terminology, less initiated. But positional control was one of the terms that I think Launders was using. I might be butchering that as well.
No, that's definitely it. Positional control.
They definitely have a lot of map control right now. 30 seconds, can split in towards A. Envision have more than enough bodies to defend against this.
Yeah, nice leg shot there. The nade might finish him off. Peeking in. And just the one and done. Emilia, he's in trouble. Mazinho nails the shot. It's still good for Starry. Not anymore. A 2-on-2, but Westmelon choosing to hide in the smoke. Eyes on the radar. Trying to catch a little timing here. 9-10 onto Zaka. Makes it 10 times more difficult now for Westmelon. Just a little timing. Techno blocking him in the smoke. Next to each other. Techno will take his head. Oh, and a frustrating one there.
Yeah, I think Westmelon, because he obviously doesn't have the vision, might think he's caught on the wall and not a player, but he's holding down that W key, unable to shift through and probably questioning his existence at that point, and his Big Melon sticks out. Shot on the back of the dome, and this all started with a G opener.
And all it takes was just a touch from Techno's keyboard to be like, that's suspicious. Why can't I move? There it is. Actually walks straight in front of his crosshairs.
Oh, Mazinho like that one. Getting fired up. The 16-year-old, a big Gia.
That's hype.
I feel a bit bad for G. It took him 2 AWP shots and a nade to kill Blitz. So that's a lot of output from the AWPer. If he gets the first one clean and then can actually worry about another target as they're coming through Donut, probably going to be Lynn Vision's round. And this has forced their second of the 3 tactical timeouts. Well, when you consider how they picked up a round earlier in the half, Alex, it was with a couple of saved guns and some upgrades, right? MP9s, pistols. Maybe they can do it again. It is only 1 MP9, so they've prioritized firepower over utility.
Yeah, the Mongols didn't get too thrown off, did they? From what would likely be classified as a bit of a fumble.
They're, without a doubt, the best team from the region. They made light work of the RMRs.
Look at this from Senzu. After losing out to the AWP, now they throw out the lurk smoke and he just goes again. Oh, Westmelon. He's not going to go down, missing the headshot, just a couple to the center of mass, and Senzu just gets the hell out of there. Knowing that's going to force some degree of a reaction. I say that, it hasn't.
Oh, wall banged him.
He goes back around and hits the bang.
Rough half for Zaka, only 1 kill on the CT side, and to go down in the final round of the first half with a wall bang, that sucks.
Really cheeky play here from the Mongols. Lurk smoke search, wall bang hits. Westmelon taking down Techno though, and Mazinho.
Emilia should win this.
He's walking into, Shadow. Emilia will take down the A main player. This is important. No!
Oh,
no! The collateral. Just a bit of a misstep. Starry and Westmelon go down to a single bullet. The B side is open. There's no way to stop that plant. Emilia and G gonna have to make their quick smart.
It's gonna be 9.
Oh, it looks so good. And now, well, 9-10's missed a shot, but that utility will completely limit their options. They have to go ramp, and that's already going to be the conversation. Leg shot to Blitz. Straight through the boards. 9-10 has more utility. Anywhere you go, there's a nade in your face.
Even got a flash.
They're having the best time. Senzu's giving him a gift here, and 9-10's the one that wrapped it. Down goes Emilia. G's got nothing here, and they're going to leave with 9. One hell of a T-half, one hell of a T-haul. 9 rounds on the attack for the Mongols.
Well, you can see they're in their comfort zone right now, the Mongols, not only in terms of the matchup, but in terms of the map. And I think this is more the type of Counter-Strike people were hoping to see. If we reflect on those head-to-heads that I discussed as we had our tiny little pre-match, In the last 2 times these teams faced, it was 2-0 victories in the favor of the Mongols. One was Extremes Land 2023, which took place in 2024. And one was the RMRs for qualification for the Mongols to this very major. Ancient being played both times. One of the times, it was 16-14, so the Mongols had to get it done in OT. And the other was a 13-8.
It's funny when you do recap a lot of the rounds that we saw going the way of the Mongols, a lot of them were down to very close affairs, like 2 1v1s, the pistol was a 1v2, and it's going to be for Lynn Vision frustrating just to be able to feel like if there would have been that one shot I didn't hit, if it was slightly different, could have been a much more competitive scoreline, but instead they find themselves staring down the barrel of condemnation. This map is in the balance of this pistol.
It was more wobbly for Mongols early, right?
Yeah.
Like the way that the second round went where it was the eco and they lost so many rifles.
Yeah.
So those rounds and their aim earlier on wasn't hitting, but that's changed.
Good distraction. Good finds 2 on the entry. Zaka finds his second frag of the map. And they are in. G holding for the potential heaven rotation. This man getting that bomb down. Blitz likely to clear this. Holding the angle is G. Looked away at the wrong time, but Blitz missing his first couple of opportunities, and they need to get through G if they want to find a way back into this site. Westmelon down to Techno. Now it gets a little uncomfortable. Thankfully for Zaka, he's found another on the extremity. Coming in from Speedway. Just no time for this. Blitz having a look. Starry hitting a shot. He's very sharp. Top of the tables with Emilia. And the Techno 2 HP, 1v3 with no time, and he knows it. Lynn Vision, they have a little lifeline here. Can they get a clean second round conversion, unlike the Mongols, where it got a little uncomfortable financially?
It's not the best showing from Blitz so far, but it doesn't need to be when you're calling and it was T-side. That's kind of where his scoreboard is doing the talking at the moment. But in the CT half, I'd expect to see him start lighting things up a little bit more. So it's 14 for Techno, 8 for Senzu, and 7 for 9-10. Mizinho and Blitz with 4 apiece, respectively. On the other side of the server, Emilia and Starry are the ones with double digits, 12 apiece. 9 for G, 7 for Westmelon, and 3 for Zaka, who was having a difficult time in that first half, only 1 kill, so he's been able to pick up 2 on the pistol. Well, it is a full eco from the Mongols. Chance for Lynn Vision to make this a... There it is again. 9-5 game. Working 9 to 5. Na, 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 na.
That was too good. DMCA calling.
I don't know the rest of the lyrics, but I do know that working 9 to 5.
That's all you know? You don't even know the next bit? That's
No.
how I make a living.
Okay, well, that makes sense.
That's all I've got. This is also all we've got to talk about. It's for little pistols, a little bit of an investment from Blitz. He's clearly trying to just get himself hitting some shots again. $600 away to Emilia. Could be a whole lot more as well. Considering they're about to walk into B, call it clear, Emilia's going to have a real fun kind of side quest.
Well, yeah, this is where Emilia can make their money.
Yeah. It's a little bit
Turning
different than a 9
rounds
to 5.
9 to 5. So we can kind of make it work.
Oh, yeah, no, levels to that.
Yeah.
He's working hard. He works very hard. 9 to 5. Nicely done.
6-12, $1,800 from 3 MAC-10 kills.
You'll take that all the way to the bank.
And cash it in. Or hope for some compound interest, because it looks like that MAC-10 is going to get some more usage. It's actually been given over to Westmelon. Emilia into an AK. I wonder if that's telling of how this round opens. But the Mongols, they will purchase into rifles, but there's some omissions. It's Famai, Techno, and Mizinho.
Oh, hello. Lynn Vision giving us a quick A hit. 9-10. What have you got for us?
Blind.
Quick
only
switch,
partial.
careful. Vision restored. Only the 1. They are in. Mizinho nading out the smoke to try and take a fight. Bit of a hero maneuver, and G nearly got caught out for it, nearly got punished. Quick rotations are in. Look at the minimap. Everyone's here. A deathmatch ensues. trading blows. G dead after 2, and a Westmelon 1v1. Techno again. He seems like he starts with 1 HP, so consistently down and operating with a little. He's got 8 HP, a single bullet, but he's relocating. Is it audible? Gone round the world. He's going round the world.
He's heard him now.
Yeah, Westmelon knows now.
Well, I can go to B, mate.
I'll see you later.
I don't even have to be at your bomb site.
I will see you later. Oh, wow. This is going to make it even more difficult for Techno. I can understand.
Well, he's
low
about
HP.
to know that A is clear. Like, A, clear. And he's about to get confirmation of exactly that now. At this point, it becomes a very difficult guessing game. Do you expect him to play heads up? This is great from Westmelon. How's he losing this? This would be wild from Techno if he clears.
The craziest clear. When you see the smoke as well.
Yeah, there's no way. There was absolutely no way in the
really
world.
Smart.
Well, trying to be too tricky with it, Techno there, getting caught. Expecting Westmelon to slow things down. If he didn't push in towards Donut, if he just stayed towards main or went big box, maybe a bit more temple side, he wouldn't have gotten that sound cue and then likely flanked. So huge work, and yeah, you're right, Mongols did really try and respond to this with force, pushing through smokes, taking the jewels, but eventually losing the round, and now it's just a 3-round game, as we are starting to see Lynn Vision get fired up, and understandably so, and put Mongols in another financially awkward scenario where they have had to stomach.
Again, the audacity to just go straight back to it. You know there's going to be limited util.
Literally nobody here.
It's unlikely there's going to be an A stack. And so you're in.
Well, this one you want to keep clean, Alex. You need to keep as many bodies up right now. You've got the site for free. You're in a minute 31 and the bomb's been planted. You've got AKs, AWPs. Hold on to all of these rifles, boys. Do not give anything over.
Nice angle from Zaka. 9-10, just trying to make that Zeus connect. The smoke as well, so deep, really limits Techno's options. Running through it, trying to pre-aim the corner clear. And there you go, Chad. I mean, mission accomplished.
I don't love that from the Mongols, right? They were in such a commanding position in this game. Now it's just a 2-round game. You should have played for exits. Like, once you get locked off, you don't need to just be running into the blender, right? Okay, they've smoked us off. Let's reset. Let's rotate around. Let's try and do some damage. I think they could have gotten more out of that. And I understand it's not there's not much invested, but still, it just felt like, why were you running 3 people through a smoke into a fight where the T definitely has the advantage?
It just guarantees their secondary objective of keeping it clean.
Precisely. So, you know, if you had slowed it down a bit and tried to harass a little bit more or reposed, maybe they're really not feeling the threat of Lynn Vision, and knowing now this being the first real gun round where they have all the utility and all the preferred rifles, they can shut things down. It's just 4 rounds required. See if they can right the wrongs. Elbow smoke, Molly in play. AWP, up close personal main, and he has company, does 9-10.
Let's see if he welcomes them with open arms, or if he slams the door in their face. Shadow. 9-10 eats the flash, but nails the shot regardless. Emilia down, ahead of the donut smoke. He can hold this line if he chooses to. Anti-flash and fragging, 9-10. Locking down the A site. Support arrives. Mazinho empty-handed. Zaka nailing the shot, trying to punch in the code is Westmelon. He could go down to a nade, he could go down to a spam. Senzu provides it, now uncomfortable in the 2v4. No longer obscured, nade on the smoke. Zaka with it all to do, an ace clutch demanded of him. And 9-10 has done so much work that this really is his round. Techno will finish off the job. 9-10 gets a firm pat on the back for that one.
Yeah, very good work from 9-10. He gets the first, and they don't just start teaming out of main and scaling on him. They're a little bit late, and they're throwing flashes, which he's actually able to dodge. The first is good because it's fully blind. I love the second, right? Dipping in and out of that smoke. Very good work. And the response time again from the Mongols. They have these HEs left over. They do it in donor and to the CT smoke to be able to clear and take heads-up fights. So their protocols are down of how they want to rotate to space being given up on A. You win this one, Mongols, and you break Lynn Vision, and you potentially just take the map right here and there.
Oof, deep Molotov.
Yeah, slight singeing. Bit of rest smart from the A bomb site this time round. Mid control garnered, Emilia across towards Tetris. Cave control next up as Techno on the jiggle. Needs to be quick with it. see the layering. They might even play through that smoke, understanding how they've used their Molotovs, and they will do.
Yeah, Techno, he has to bring the fight to them. That is disgraceful. 3 down. Gets them all.
He dinked the second player first, so he knew that there was another and just kept spamming, and then I think he killed the D. Oh my god.
Yeah, it couldn't have gone better. It could not have gone better for Techno when the reaggress. He had a slow start to this map, but he's having a strong finish. 19 frags, multi-kill, and just like that, I mean, look at G. What's he supposed to do?
That's so frustrating as well. Like, I love the fact that they braved it, right? They've done the layering of mollies. They've done the site, like the pillar cave limp one, as well as the close cave to get the control. And yeah, sure, you smoke it, but we know you can't be in here. And if you are, you've got to be crazy. But Techno, as soon as it subsides, as soon as the flames are gone, he comes in and he breaks the hearts of Lynn Vision.
Oh, such an unenviable position for Emilia and G. Now they are just trying to hold on. Dying after time would be terrible.
Should get away with it. Hiding in plain sight is Emilia, and back where he started is G. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
A whole round determined by one man's spray.
That was beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, somewhat, I don't even know if you could call it accidental, but fortunate. I think fortunate is probably a better way to label it.
That's their last time out Lynn Vision.
What do you think of the blitz head tilts? Do you think if it's to the right, things are going well, and if it's to the left, things are going poorly?
I think it's when he's accessing his left and his right brain. You know, is he trying to be? Is it a creative call? Is it a memory recollection?
All right.
Was it this strat from 2017? Was it you know?
Okay. All right.
It's actually apparently a myth. There's no such thing.
What, is your left and right brain?
Yeah.
Oh,
nice idea.
you could have fooled me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have bought.
Full focus for Mongols. Their Ancient is now well and truly within reach. It for a second, you know, after that pistol.
Slight moments of doubt, wasn't there?
A run of 4, you know, out of the gates. It was definitely looking like we could have a very competitive game. This is what we were talking about. That dink straight through onto Starry. Yes. The fact that he gets him second as he's chasing the third.
You love to see it.
Yeah, look what they've got to work with now. That's really soured the mood in the Lynn Vision camp.
Well, G and Emilia, they turn to you with the saved rifles to find impact.
What do you got for us, boys?
Nothing early. Techno, this time, much more entrenched. Fighting forward from cave. Spamming down the lane, looking for any damage he can. Senzu on high alert, knowing that this AWP is in the mix. A flash, a nade, and some damage. G and Zaka chunked down. So well placed.
Yeah, well timed. Well, that's information for G and Senzu.
Doesn't cross back with the flash, so he's quite committed. The bravery on Senzu is wild, knowing there's an AWP on the other side.
But it does
they missed their smoke!
A missed smoke long. A frag and a make it 3 from Techno. Sprays them down. Empty-handed Lynn Vision.
Yeah, that one happened quickly. I think it caught the camera guy off as well, because that round looked like it had a few more legs to it. Missed smoke, a quick spam, and the round's done. 12 secure, 1 more. And we're heading to a bit of a break. And coming back with Nubis.
Oh, that's lovely work. Nubis, yes please.
I don't think we've done an Anubis yet. I think this is our first Ancient as well. We've done 342 different nukes.
Yep, specifically.
Oh, that's a peppering. Starry, chunk down. Look at the nades to work with for Lynn Vision, Alex. They got nothing.
They're just walking up the ramp. Oh, no!
Gross.
Double headshot. Zaka, however, responds with a double of his own. Can they get themselves through? There is still an A main player. This is uncomfortable now with the 2 players on the site with the bomb. They've got 3 defenders looking for them, but it's the headshot from Zaka. Makes it a triple. And it's 9-10 to finish him off. Now the trade from G. And the red carpet rolled out for them to go and support and plan on towards a blitz. Last component of the Mongols.
They have to have a good idea. He's likely coming through Donut. Main might not be as suspected. Starry is actually going to deal with the play through CT spawn, so Blitz has some runway for this.
Yeah, no utility.
They planted for CT, so it's very difficult for him to win this round.
Yeah, but the bomb plant does at least indicate as to where to expect this post plant.
Thing is, as soon as he goes in Temple, he gives Shadow advantage. So even if they were here, they would exactly know where he is. So it's brave. If he's quick on this, Alex, there's still time.
This could go wrong if Starry looks the wrong way. Both on his screen, can't control the spray.
I can't quite believe that.
Whew.
I don't think they can either. Has he really just come through Temple to clear spawn? Really, Blitz? Come on now, as Mara, he thinks enough's enough. Boys, we get a little bit overzealous there. Senzu got us a nice little double. We had a 3v5. They traded out. They played us in the 1-on-2.
I mean, Zach has had his first kind of high impact round there. Recovering from the Senzu double. But 4 more required.
Holding on by their fingertips, Lynn Vision.
Yeah, fingernails biting through them.
See, that's the left head tilt.
I hadn't even noticed, yeah.
You won't unsee it now.
Body language expert here. Boom, lovely work. I don't know about the time. It might have been very close running through, but the fact that he's even gone for it is admirable.
Double orbs.
Yes, off the back of the timeout. So that's Mara's pitch, one would assume.
Senzu with the secondary.
And A call.
All back to A, yes.
9-10's going aggressive on this one. On the line, caught out. Not going to be ready for this. No, Mazzinho's gone too. This is already a nice opportunity. You don't have to commit, but the smokes have been in the air. The rotation from Blitz and this additional incendiary, they seem to be backing away. You've got that man advantage. I think you also know that 9-10's got a 5 HP left, so the world's your oyster.
This is when Senzu's AWP can actually come into the mix because they know that 9-10 was over towards A. And Senzu is quite aggressive with this down B ramp. If he continues forward, if he plays ahead of this, which I think he's going to, he might catch them off guard.
Yeah, lulled into a false sense of security by virtue of the smoke.
One will be enough to stop them.
Especially with Starry onto Blitz. They needed one. Nice work from Senzu back. This could still go wrong for Lynn Vision. Ekno pushed up towards the Cubby, 3 towards the doors, and he's got the power position now.
Don't like this setup anymore.
He's still worried about Senzu. Timing's perfect here from Tekno, the unknown entity. Oh, he's fumbled it a little. Just the one. 2-on-2 now. 30 seconds, bomb last seen on B. Starry, you've got to go around the world.
9-10 might have heard this. Nope.
You going A? Not see the bomb?
Starry's trying to get to B.
Yeah, Senzu's going to catch Starry on the way back.
You saw his pathing. You knew he was going towards B. You know Senzu's the B player, 9-10's the A player.
12 seconds as well. He's held by the... Oh, missed shot. There's a chance.
That's the plant.
There is a chance for Emilia to extend play. Hit by the wall bang. Running him down. He's faked it. It's over indeed. Unless he gets them both. There we go. The Mongols will take Ancient.
Oh, what a showing from the Mongols. Sure, it got close there for moments, but I think occasionally they thought, yeah, we're the better team. We're just going to take these heads-up fights, and a few rounds got away from them there. But that's map number 1 going in their favor. We have Anubis up next, but I think this is as expected so far, right?